I spoke recently about no one sits alone, and I've received letters talking about the experiences of each of us with people who, maybe even ourselves, who sit alone. Dear Elder Gong, my name is Viviana, and I'm 14 years old, and I have an older sister, and we are best friends. I enjoyed your talk about nobody should sit alone. The week before General Conference, my sister had to sit alone in her Sunday school class, and she came home and cried. This has happened before in young women's. When I heard your talk, I knew I had to sit next to her in church. My mom talked to my young women's and Sunday school leaders to make sure we could sit together in class so I could follow my promptings. My young women leader was worried about us being separated from other girls since we are both shy, but she said we could sit together even though we are in a different class. My mom asked if we could visit people who don't come to church or who feel alone. We're happy we can visit with people who need a friend. Your talk is so important because no one should sit alone in church. Love, Viviana. Thank you, Viviana. This letter says, I read the talk by Elder Gong. It reminded me of how your heart works. No one sits alone. Came back to my mind that after I joined the church, I felt alone, and I got used to sitting alone for 30 years until you came over to welcome me and to sit with me. I feel now at home in this ward. First Sunday when I walked in, looking for where I should sit, a dear sister welcomed me to sit with her, and we've been friends ever since. Response: we live and learn. I learned how a seemingly small gesture can mean so much for both parties. It meant just as much to me to worship together with you. Thank you, Helen, for sharing this. When we say no one sits alone, we also mean no one sits alone emotionally or spiritually. It means that we laugh with, we don't laugh at. Too often we laugh at, and we tease and we make fun, and we need to stop doing that. There are too many people who get bullied and teased. And no one sits alone means if we see someone being bullied or teased, we should be with them and not being with those who are teasing. I sometimes say, would you put your finger on your nose? Make the pledge. No one sits alone. When we say no one sits alone, I think we also mean no one sits alone with an AI chatbot. It breaks my heart to think of those who spend hours a day talking to an AI chatbot because they think the chatbot listens better or is more empathetic than any human person. You could say that to sit alone with a chatbot is really a monologue. It's a soliloquy masquerading as a dialogue. We shouldn't have that kind of soliloquy. We should have real, human, authentic dialogue. Let's all put our finger on our nose and say, no one sits alone. And no one sits alone thinking a chatbot is their best friend either.